Greetings Internet, welcome to Aaron Plays, and I hope you're all doing fantastically well. Continuing my game of Anzio by Avalon Hill, we're about to just start the Allied turn 9, which is the November 2 turn, because it's done weekly turns. There's 4 turns to a month. So yes, the Allied turn 9. They're still struggling to break whatever line this would be, the Gothic line. Not quite sure. Need to read up a little bit on the history, I suppose. But yeah, they're a little bit hung up on the forts, which seem to be holding out quite well and successfully. So this will also be the first turn where I will use my random determination of an invasion to keep myself surprised. If you're watching the previous video, I've set up a deck of cards. These are all spades. I like spades for some reason. I'll give them a good shuffle, and whatever, there are numbered 1 to 4. Well, there's 1 to 15 in there because I've added 2 jokers. So the numbers 1 to 4 correspond to a beach that I've placed on the board. And if that card comes up, there will be an invasion. This is to keep the suspense. Any other than 1 to 4, that means that the Allies High Command decided there's no invasion that turn. So I am giving them a shuffle, and I'm going to do this. Hold on, let me just lower that a little bit. There we go. And I'm just going to draw a card. So let me cut the deck here. I could even see that myself under the screen, so I'll give them another shuffle. Right, so deck shuffled, top card is a joker. So I'll remove that, so there's no Allied invasion on this turn. So there might not be one in the entire game now. I'm trying to keep myself in suspense, as well as you guys. I've had to put some German defence on each of the respective beachheads. Not great strength, but just enough hopefully to stop the Allies. The Allies have pulled some units off, so it's a little will they, won't they, will they, won't they. If I didn't do this, then I would know. So yeah, keep the suspense in the game. Let's go down to the map. Okay, so there's the situation at the present moment. This fort has been particularly stubborn and holding out. Can't be reinforced because the Zanzibar controls the Allies, but because it's got a fort on it, it's got air support on it now at the moment, it's taken a tough time to crack. So, unbelievably hard, as I heard a German say not so long ago. But yes. But as I say, a couple of Allied units are now sitting in ports, ready to invade. I might actually pull them off to Sicily. There's a couple of units in Sicily. My Sicilian holding box is here. Got port counters and such forth. A new reinforcement for this turn is the Allied 1st Armoured. So that's the British 1st Armoured, or is that the American? It's the shading. Can't really tell. It looks like it's an American. Yeah. Why? Yeah. Stop whinging. It's the only. I've got 2 whinges about the game. 1, colours or the counters, and 2, the roads could be clearer. But other than that, it plays smooth, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So yeah, stop the whinge. Let's get the joker out of the way. Let's get the cards out of the way, because won't be needing them until next turn. And let's get cracking and see what we're actually going to do. So what I'm going to do is first of all, I'm going to mark these hexes with what the actual defence is. Got to remember that unit there is actually Allied. That's the New Zealanders. But other than that, I will work out the odds and the amounts of troops that are required. Got a little reminder that there is still mud, and the little dice here or if there's a 1, 2, 3, or 4 that was actually came up, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the actual cards, that's where the invasion would occur. Hence why there's a fair amount of Germans at the back here. But while they're at the back, I can build up the replacements and such forth, which is a good point. The Allies get 2 replacements, so they're now sitting on 4, which that little dice going in that pool, and the Germans will be getting, I'm not sure how much they get this turn, probably 2. So that'll be 1 infantry, 1 armour. Okay, oh, looks like he got slightly knocked. Yeah, because that's the other thing, is because I do play other games on this table, this game gets actually put on a shelf, and I try not to knock it. And occasionally 1 or 2 units do shift position, and I have to look at, I take a photo after each session just in case that happens. So onwards and upwards. Oh, big error. Probably you guys have been screaming for the last episode, or last, yeah. He's isolated. He's out of supply. Zone of control, zone of control. I can't even remember how many turns now he's been out of supply. Probably 2, so potentially he should be eliminated. But I'm going to leave it as is and try and remember about out of supply as well. So there will be a 7-to-1 attacking going in there. That means that they will be eliminated no matter what. The die is still rolled, because depending on the die, it depends how much of a breakthrough the Allies get. Darn it. Well, one of the reasons I say it's the first time I've played this game, and yeah, I remembered about supply and isolation in and around Salerno, and for some reason I just got in my head, if they're in a fort, they don't have to worry about supply. Yeah, you know, they can feed off the rats, can't they? But yeah, they need gun, you know, bullets as well as butter. Darn it. Well, moving on. It's gone. I do remember something that was written in the ASL rulebook. If once it's gone beyond, you keep going. You don't keep backtracking. So yeah. Apologies, and I say if you have been screaming at the screen, or leave a comment, and yeah. Are these games? I did still have this 1 unit at the top here. I'm gonna probably, you know what, I'm gonna leave him there just in case. He's not necessary, but anyway. Okay, on to the Allied combat. So let me remove all these excess cubes. And now can I remember what attacks I had going in? So we're going to do the big one first. That's 7-to-1 with the 2 air support. It's going to be eliminated because, as I've said, it's a 7-to-1 attack. Because that's an auto kill, but it's how effective the kill is. So let's roll. So it's a 5 at 7-to-1, and also determines how many losses the Allies will take. 5. So it's 1 R on the Germans, but it doesn't matter because it's 7-to-1. That's an elimination, but that means there's no breakthrough, and the Allies take 1 loss. Okay, which we double to 2, but you know what? As a compensation for the privileges I've been giving the Germans in that situation, I'm actually just going to keep it as 1 loss, and the hex is gone, but it's not a breakthrough. Okay. So that fort is gone. 2 German units eliminated. Well, the replacement will come. No, it's not a replacement, it's a Nebelwerfer. And then the Allies can advance. And the Allies got to take a step loss on their strongest unit, which is that nice shiny armoured division that's just arrived. It's tarnished in the hills. So that's the that big one there. Boom. To there. Alright, so they can advance into the hex and there'll be no second combat. So let's 5. Okay, let's just move the Americans in 6, 7 into there. All right then. So the attack on this Panzer division. So we have an attack of 5 plus 8. It's 13. So that's 2 to 1. With no additionals involved. So it's 2 to 1. Yeah, I'm having to stand up, stretch across the table, 2 to 1 with a 4. One day someone's going to actually get a really good roll. 2 to 1 with a 4 is absolutely nothing, but that means they stay there. So it means the Germans have got to either stay or go, fall back. And then the last one, which is the Sokov on this guy. So he has 5. He's been attacked by this guy, so he'll be 15. And he's been attacked by, I think it was 8, wasn't it? So yeah, that was 1 to 2. 1 to 2 attack. With a 4. Okay, the Allies retreat and take 1, which becomes take 2. Because you double the losses because they were getting terrain benefit. I don't need it. Right, okay. So that is the Canadians. Again, I overstack. He's a Canadian unit. Can you get into focus? It looks identical to a British unit, but they are classed as a different nationality. Well, I break the rules. It's a little, compared to what I was doing with the Germans, it's a wafer thin break of the rules. So where is, so he's already taken, this will be another step loss on him. One, and the British 7th Armoured, that's 2 losses. He'll fall back. Well, I won't keep them overstacked. We'll do that much. Okay. I'm sure there was, so I forgot to do this replacement at the top here. Bring that replacement off and flip that unit over. And I'll then spend their replacement point from my little dice to bring him ready as a counter. Okay, so that's the combat. Not too successful, though being able to remain here, as I say, now gives the little Germans a headache of what to do. Bring it back up. Okay. Grr, I hate making mistakes. Oh dear. But what to do? Again, on your own, you don't pick up these other things. If there had been a German player separate to me, 2 minds better than 1, blah, blah, blah. He'd have gone, well, probably might not have done, but no, honestly, he would have done, or I'd have been focused so much on the Allies saying, let's put an isolation marker on him. And an isolation marker might be nice, wouldn't it? Which I've been using those little dice for. Aid memoirs, but a little isolated counter with the games. But again, back in the day, they didn't think of doing things like that. Nowadays, you get things for isolations and those kind of things in pretty much most games. We live and learn. Moving on. Yes, the attritional nature. Got rid of 1 fort. The Germans will be building another fort. We are 1 hex closer to 1 victory point, and we still got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more allied turns to get 1 more. So they picked up the first 4 in the first 3 turns, victory locations. Now it's grinding its way through, which, as I mentioned on other videos, is the reflection of the campaign. It's going to happen, and it is reflecting that very nicely. So until next time, please hit the do all the usual YouTube stuff. You know what it is. I'm not going to say anymore. Until next time then. Bye, internet.